Yeah, this is Bang Bang Hill. Just a little bit about Harry Starbuck and Roy Shaw. Well, not so much about Roy. It was more about Cliff Fields. What's my old mate's name? I've got his name down here. I ain't seen this guy for years. Billy Gardner, yeah. Anyway, I think it was a Yorkshire Grey. Me, Jimmy Tippett. I think it was definitely Cliff Fields. I'm not quite sure else. There was a few other people there. But Billy Gardner was there. Bill Gardner. And Bill Gardner and Harry Starbuck have already had a fight. Harry Starbuck bashed Bill up really bad, yeah, really done him bad. Because Bill's a bit of a lump, Bill, big scars down his face, talks like that, you know what I mean, boy. That's how he talks more, you know what I mean. He's one of the old gangsters, isn't he? With Charlie and Eddie Richardson. But you got to remember that Harry Starbuck, that Eddie Richardson and Charlie were on Harry all the time. They was like his manager. Any fights he had, Harry Starbuck was always with Charlie or Eddie Richardson. Yeah, that was like Harry Starbuck. A lot of people underestimate him. I've done it before. Harry Starbuck could have a right fight. He didn't have about 3 or 4 pubs because he was an idiot. You know what I mean? He can really march on, Harry. And me, Jimmy, it was definitely Cliff Fields. I'm not quite sure Cliff Fields went early. I'm not quite sure I think he was there for the fight, yeah? There was a big fight in the pub. Cliff Fields is the worst dancer in the world. When he's had a drink, he's falling everywhere. He's calling everybody names. He can have a right fight, Cliff. You've got to be careful. Anyway, so Jimmy's dancing. I'm dancing. Gardner's dancing. Billy Gardner's dancing. There's a few other people dancing. Eddie Richardson's there. He's just at the bar. I think Charlie was there as well, if I remember rightly. But everybody's having a good time, yeah? Don't forget, Bill Gardner has all been bashed up by Harry Starbuck. Harry Starbuck, as I said, can have a right fight. Roy Shaw stopped Harry in the first round, yeah? But this is a little bit after. I think Mickey May was in the pub. Mickey May was there, maybe. Paul Fitzgerald had been there. Paul had also a big mop of hair once, like an afro, but he's bald as they come now. But I'm not quite sure if Paul Fitzgerald might have gone. I'm not quite sure if he was involved with the fight. But a load of travellers come in. I can remember that. Listen, we all know, you know, they like a fight, and they come in. It was like a little disco, but they come in looking like they just done a building site, yeah. Harry Starbuck's had a go at them, said he don't want him in the pub. They started on Harry, a few words here and there, and they went, but then they come back, you know, and they come back more handed than what it was before, and then it kicked off, mate. It really kicked off. He was there, Cliff Fields. He was there, Cliff. Now I can remember Cliff. Yeah, he was there. This has all come to me, yeah, because I've not long been out of the gym. I went back down the gym again. To do another little workout. Sometimes doing 2 or 3 a day. That's what I'm about, yeah. The doctor, my mate goes with a doctor, yeah. She's told him that told Ray to watch himself, because there's a lot of people going into A&E now. Well, it ain't lasting too long, because lifting big weights is splitting their arteries. Yeah, but I said that must be put on the voids. I mean, I was lifting phenomenal weights when I was in the void, so it must be that. But anyway, she told Ray to watch yourself. At his age, you shouldn't be lifting heavy weights, but I do anyway. Anyway, so it's kicked off in there. Harry Starbuck is having a fight with a couple of gypsies. Jimmy Tippett is chinned a couple of gypsies, knocked him over. Bill Gardner, listen, him and Harry had a right row. Harry Starbuck knocked him out. Bill Gardner's doing his travellers crossing with bottles and all that. We all stick together. Charlie and Eddie Richards ain't really getting involved. They're at the bar. I suppose it's about the Smith turnout. They don't want to start all that shit again, you know what I mean? But Jimmy Tippett's there. I'm there. We're having a right fight. The trouble what Harry done, Harry Starbuck bashed this guy up so bad, one of his travellers, that caused all the problems. Harry Starbuck bashed him up so bad that you couldn't even recognise the geezer's face. Harry Starbuck smashed this guy to pieces. You couldn't recognise it. It was impossible. It was like turning it inside out, mate. He just never stopped, you know. I don't really know what happens after all this. I mean, after it all cleared, everyone had cleared out, and the police were called, but no charges or nothing like that. It was just a pub fight. But the guy that got really faced inside, turned inside out, he got shipped to the hospital. Some travellers took him to the hospital. So what happened there, I don't know. Yeah, but Harry Starbuck, fair play to Harry Starbuck, mate. He could have a right fight. I know Roy Shaw beat him. But listen, we all get beat, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean to say that you're no one. But believe me, Harry Starbuck was a proper man that can have a proper fight, mate. I'm telling you this now, yeah. And anyway, I remember Cliff Fields was as drunk as a sack, yeah? I swear to God. He was as drunk. When I see a film once at the Van Damme, right? He's in a bar with a couple of Chinese bees or Filipinos, and he's all over the place. And he's throwing punches and he's falling down and getting up. That was exactly the same as Cliff Fields, but Cliff Fields was bowling over as well. You know, it was all. I think it was about, must have been 16, maybe even more than that. 16. There was a lot of fucking travellers in there. You know, they all had their work gear on. They'd all been to a site or whatever they'd been, coming to have a pub. They're not local people. Harry Starbuck said he doesn't know him, he ain't seen him before, and no one really knew him, you know. Eddie Richardson and Charlie, they left, yeah. They don't want to get involved in all that shit over Gunnar Smith turnout. Jimmy Tippett, he stayed, Jim. Fair play to Jimmy Tippett, mate. Fair play. Jimmy Tippett, mate, when he bangs, he can bang. He can knock him sparkle, mate. He don't muck about, you know what I mean? And I was knocking them out as well, you know, to feel good. But I was also getting a few on the chin. I've been hit a few times on the back of the head with bottles and all that, you know. But that's what happens, isn't it? You know what I mean? In a fight. Bill Gardner, he done some terrible damage to one of them. I think he stabbed him in the face with a glass and cut half his face off. Yeah, seriously, cut half his face off, mate. He didn't muck about, Bill. He was a bit in the mark, Bill. I know him and Harry Starbuck had a fight, and Harry knocked him spark out, but he's got a massive scar on his face, Bill. I like to know how he done it, but it's really wide as well. It looks terrible, yeah, but it makes you look like menace. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's just about that really. About being, I've got it down here. I think it was definitely in the Yorkshire Grey, yeah. It wasn't in the other pub. What's it about Abbey Arms? It wasn't in there, mate. It was definitely in the Yorkshire Grey. It was the place was massive, yeah. I don't think there was a ring. The ring was took down. I'm not quite sure, but the ring was took down. It was massive, and it was a dance in there. And you'd have seen Cliff Fields in there dancing. He's got to be the worst dancer in the world. You know what I mean? Especially when he's had a drink. You know, and big long legs, and he's throwing his arms around. And anyway, just a little quick video about Harry Starbuck. I liked old Harry Starbuck, mate. I really, really did. Quickly. I might have said it before. Me and Harry, I was fighting. I went down to the Harvey Social Club, Woolwich. I was just like a compere to go around there, you know, people to see Bang Bang Rail and all this, that and the other. And Harry Starbuck was there. Eddie Richardson was there. He was in promotions with Terry Coombs, yeah. I was just as a compere sort of thing, yeah. Harry Starbuck had to fight Lenny McLean. Lenny McLean didn't show up, as Lenny sometimes don't show up, yeah. So Harry Starbuck was going to fight this big black guy. He was massive, mate. He was really, really tall, massive, big, lanky arms, big shoulders, massive. Harry Starbuck didn't want to know. He just said, no, he doesn't want to fight. He pulled away from it. It was one of Charlie and Terry Coons' big shows in Harvey's Social Club. And that was a social club, it was really big in here, yeah? And he asked me, Jimmy asked me, I said, no, look, I'm just like only trained, I've got no gear. So Harry Starbuck said, well, you know, you can use mine. Once you've committed, you're committed. So I said, okay. When we're there just seeing the doctor, you got to see the doctor. It's all part of it, yeah. I mean, but unlicensed fighting is not that bad, you know. Anyway, and all of a sudden, this big black guy walked past me, massive, yeah? That's the guy I'm fighting. I got to say it, my old arsehole went a little bit. I thought, this geezer's massive, you know what I mean? I ain't really prepared for it, you know? And anyway, got in the ring, he's jabbing my head off, and this geezer got bang. Right? I got under one of his jabs, I come over, whoop, I hit him with the right hand, but as I hit him with the right hand, I fell in, yeah? I fell in, and I got all his, pulled my gum shield out, and bit his earlobe right off in my mouth. Spat it out, yeah? He jumped out the ring, screaming and shouting, screaming like a baby, yeah? Honestly. And everybody in Harvey Social Club was going, yeah, you're the governor, bang, bang, Ray, you're the governor. How about that, yeah? And listen, there's no governors in that game, in that unlicensed sighting. There isn't no governors, mate, because everyone gets beat, yeah? But anyway, this is Bang Bang Royal. Please press the like button and subscribe. Have a nice day, yeah? Nice evening, yeah? Sweet.